In the world of television, we've been entertained by countless stars whose performances still resonate with us today. But sadly, some of these talented actors tragically passed away while their shows were still on the air. Today, we're taking a moment to honor and remember some truly unforgettable faces from the classic era of television. Join us as we pay tribute to the unforgettable legacy left behind by these talented individuals whose lives were cut short too soon. From heartfelt goodbyes on screen to the shockwaves felt within the television industry, their departures left a lasting impact on both their shows and the viewers who loved them. George Reeves, best known for his portrayal of Superman in the 1950s television series The Adventures of Superman, died from a gunshot wound to the head in the early hours of June 16, 1959. His fiancée and some guests were present in the house at the time. Several questionable physical findings emerged from the investigation. No fingerprints were found on the gun, and no gunpowder residue was detected on Reeves' hands, although gunshot residue testing wasn't routinely performed in 1959. The fatal bullet was found in the bedroom ceiling, and the spent shell casing was under Reeves' body. Additionally, 2 more bullets were found in the bedroom floor, all fired from the weapon at Reeves' feet. Despite witnesses claiming to hear only 1 gunshot and no evidence of forced entry or another person in the room, Reeves' death was officially ruled a suicide. Dan Blocker, known for his role as Hoss Cartwright on Bonanza, passed away on May 13, 1972, at the age of 43, due to a pulmonary embolism developed after gallbladder surgery. His sudden death was a shock. Blocker was one of the main leads in Bonanza, and his character's gentle giant persona was integral to the show's dynamic. In an unprecedented move for television at the time, the writers of Bonanza decided to address the death of Blocker's character Hoss in the show. This was reportedly the first time in television history where a show acknowledged the death of one of its main characters. While the specifics of Hoss's death were not detailed in Bonanza, it was later mentioned in the sequel series Bonanza: The Next Generation that Hoss had drowned while trying to save someone else's life. In 1963, a routine checkup revealed a lung tumor in Bea Benaderet, which had grown in size by November of 1967. Prioritizing Petticoat Junction's 5th season, she postponed surgery, but the tumor was inoperable when she finally underwent the procedure. A heavy smoker, Benaderet finally quit smoking after her surgery. Her treatment concluded in January 1968, causing her to miss 10 episodes of the show. During this time, her character, Kate Bradley, was said to be out of town. Benaderet briefly returned for the 5th season finale and the initial episodes of season 6, but had to depart due to her health. Her final show appearance featured only her voice in the episode The Valley Has a Baby. Tragically, Bea Benaderet passed away on October 13, 1968, from lung cancer and pneumonia. John Ritter is fondly remembered for his role as Jack Tripper in Three's Company, but during his later years, he was the star of 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter. On September 11, 2003, while rehearsing for 8 Simple Rules, Ritter suddenly fell ill. Experiencing intense chest pain, excessive sweating, and vomiting, he was rushed to the Providence St. Joseph Medical Center at 6 p.m. Initially, emergency room physicians treated him for a heart attack, but his condition rapidly deteriorated. He was later diagnosed with aortic dissection, a serious condition where the inner layer of the aorta tears. Despite undergoing surgery, Ritter tragically passed away at 10:48 p.m. at the age of 54. The show paid tribute to him in a heartfelt episode. Bill Hartman joined the NBC sitcom News Radio in 1995, portraying the character Bill McNeil, a radio news anchor. Known for his brilliant comedic timing, Bill Hartman was a highlight on the show. His turn on Saturday Night Live and his voice work on The Simpsons are both legendary. Despite critical acclaim, News Radio struggled in the ratings and faced constant threats of cancellation. After the 4th season, Hartman expressed optimism about the show's coming back for a 5th season. He had publicly criticized NBC for frequently changing the show's time slot, a decision he later regretted. He was tragically killed in a domestic dispute before the production of the 5th season could begin. News Radio aired a special episode in his memory. Freddy Prince was the star of the hit show Chico and the Man and was known for his infectious charisma and comedic talent. Prince struggled with depression, which only got worse after his wife filed for divorce. Following a conversation with his estranged wife, he was visited by his business manager, Marvin Dusty Snyder. During this visit, Prince tragically shot himself. His untimely death in 1977 was initially ruled a suicide, but a civil suit filed in 1983 led to a jury finding that his death was accidental and caused by medication. In 1972, Will Geer joined the Waltons as the family patriarch, succeeding Edgar Bergen from the original TV movie. His acclaimed performance won him an Emmy in 1975, but sadly, he died shortly after completing his role in the 6th season. His character's death was woven into the show's storyline with his last episode in the 1977-1978 season. The episode was especially poignant, showing a reunion with his on-screen wife Esther, played by Ellen Corby, who had been absent for the entire season due to a stroke. The Waltons paid homage to him in the next season's opener, The Empty Nest, mourning his character on screen. This episode served as a heartfelt tribute to both the actor and his character, honoring his impact on the show and its viewers. Jim Davis was cast as the family patriarch, Jock Ewing, in the hit series Dallas, which premiered in 1978. During the recording of the 4th season, Davis was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, which is a rare blood cancer. Despite his illness, he continued to film for as long as possible. As his condition got worse, changes were made to accommodate his health. He was often shown seated, and his voice became softer. He even wore a wig in later episodes due to hair loss from chemotherapy. His final appearance on the show was in the episode New Beginnings, where his deteriorating condition was evident, including the need to overdub his last line of dialogue. Davis tragically passed away from complications of his illness while Season 4 was still on the air. McLean, who portrayed the real-life Air Force General Hap Arnold in the Glenn Miller story, was cast in 1965 as the fictional Air Force General Martin Peterson in I Dream of Jeannie. He appeared in 35 episodes between 65 and 69. His death from double pneumonia in January of 1969 came before the series had concluded its run. 3 of McLean's episodes were actually aired after his death. McLean was a seasoned actor known for his tough guy roles, and his part in I Dream of Jeannie showed a different, more comedic side of his talent. He was just 66 years old at the time of his death. His character on I Dream of Jeannie was later replaced by General Winfield Schaefer, played by Vinton Hayworth, who also passed away before all episodes featuring his character were broadcast, marking a coincidental and somber parallel. Highland had a remarkable career, starting in 1955 with a variety of roles in television and film, including appearances in Naked City, The Fugitive, and the 1966 movie The Chase, alongside Marlon Brando. In the later stages of her career, she appeared in the primetime soap opera Peyton Place and won a posthumous Emmy for her role in The Boy in the Plastic Bubble. Known for her role as the family's mother in 8 is Enough, Highland passed away from breast cancer in 1977 after completing just 4 episodes of the show. They first addressed her absence by saying that her character was away, but when new episodes aired in the fall, it was said that her husband was a widower, explaining that his wife had sadly passed away about a year ago. If you'd like to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member by clicking on the link in the description for more information. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you like this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. But most of all, Thanks for watching. This is Rich from Rerun Zone. I'll see you next time.